Hey, what's up, gamers? Cheetah here, bringing you a quick 700 gamer score achievement walkthrough for Colorful Boi. This game is published and developed by Webnetic. You can pick it up right now for only $3.99. There's two stacks, Xbox One and Xbox Series X. The Xbox One version actually has a free 30-minute trial, and if you're quick enough, you can squeeze 700 gamer score out of it, basically just for dying, jumping, using bounce pads, and some more for completing the first 20 levels without dying, and finding the hidden collectibles. But to get the full completion, you'll have to purchase the game to fully complete it. You have to finish all 63 levels, complete 20 levels without dying, and find all of the hidden collectibles, which will take you around 1 to 2 hours. I'll have a text guide for the collectibles if you're interested. So this platformer is normally very hard, but I found that in the settings, they actually have some accessibility settings which you can enable to slow down the time of the game, which drastically decreases the skill related to finish it. Don't get me wrong, it's still pretty hard, but this and enabling the checkpoints actually makes it a lot easier. So this video is more for the platformer fans or anyone on a budget who wants to get a free 500 to 700 gamer score. So starting off, go into the settings there, enable the accessibility option, and then make sure you turn on the checkpoints. Head all the way over to the left, and over there you can slow down the time of the game as slow as you want and make it easier on yourself. Feel free to lower it. I thought 0.50 was the sweet spot, but for now I'm going to leave it at 0.95 while we get the death achievements out of the way. So once you're done adjusting that, you can head back over to the flag, head back to the start, and then start up the game. And Chapter 1, Level 1 here. Alright, so now that we're on level 1 here, we can quickly pop a few achievements just for dying over and over again 50 times, and then some more for jumping 100 times. So just keep jumping into the saw blade there until you unlock all of those. And then once we have those, we're actually going to finish the level without dying for another achievement. And to do that, you'll have to pause and restart the level. There's also a few more achievements for completing 5, 10, 15, and 20 levels without dying, so I recommend trying to unlock those along the way as well, but if you can't, don't worry about that one too much. We also have to find the collectibles, so the first one is actually on this level here, up in the top right corner. So before you finish the level, make sure you collect that one there. You can always return to levels later on if you accidentally miss anything, or you want to replay them to finish them without dying. So as you can see, it takes a while to get the 50 deaths, but just keep jumping into the saw blade, and then eventually that'll pop, and then we can also get the jumps out of the way. Alright, so once you unlock the achievement for the 50 deaths, you can just keep spamming A to jump like crazy. So the way this game works is you can actually sprint with the right trigger, and as you're sprinting, you jump further, and the longer you hold down the A button, the higher you're going to jump. So if you want to do just a little jump, quickly tap A. If you want to do a long jump, hold A, and also sprint with the right trigger. But once we get the 100 jumps achievement out of the way here, we're actually going to pause and restart the level. Try not to touch the flag. We need to collect the collectible before we finish the level. So as you can see, there's an achievement for completing a level without dying. So pause, restart to wipe away our deaths. And then I recommend jumping up this left wall here, and then jump all the way over to the right, jump up this wall here, and collect the collectible. And then you can touch the flag and finish the level. And then now on level 2 here, we can climb up the wall. We're going to try to finish the first few levels here without dying. So finish this level, super easy. They do get harder, so this one here is pretty hard. Again, like I said, you can do little jumps by just tapping A, or you can do long jumps by holding it. Try to finish this one here without dying. If you do die, just pause, restart the level to wipe away the deaths. And then for this one here, make sure you collect the collectible there up in the corner. And then you have to do a sprint jump, hold the right trigger to sprint, get a running start, run to the left, and jump up to the flag. And then on this level here, make your way up top. You can wall bounce on the right wall, finish that level. And then on this one here, we can unlock 3 achievements for jumping on the spring pad 15 times. So just keep bouncing here over and over again until you unlock these. And then once you have those out of the way, this level here is a little bit tricky. As you saw, I died there. Again, if you die, just pause, restart the level to wipe away the death. You want to hit the spring and then jump back over to the left and kind of dodge the saw blades. Jump up there, finish that level, and then right here, as you run across and break those blocks, you're going to unlock 3 more achievements for breaking 10 of the weak blocks. And then before you finish this level here, make sure you don't accidentally touch the flag. Over on the top left side, there is another collectible here. If you accidentally touch the flag without collecting the collectible, you can quit out to the chapter select menu and replay that level. So next up, this level is a little bit tricky. You have to use the conveyor belt on the right side, grab onto it, and it'll push you up and kind of propel you up. And you should get enough momentum to bounce on the wall and then collect that checkpoint there. And then on the next level here, this one's a little bit tricky. You have to bounce on the walls left and right, and then use the moving pads and make your way up to the flag. And then on the next level here, this one's a little bit annoying. You have to use the air vents to boost yourself up top. And then just over here on the right side, there is the final collectible of Chapter 1. So I like to position myself on the right side of that vent there, jump across, pick that up, and then as you can see, I died right after collecting it. But yeah, once you collect that one there, that'll unlock the achievement for finding all of the collectibles in Chapter 1. And if you die again, make sure you just restart the level, and then finish this one here without dying. And then if you finish all 10 of the chapters in level 1, that'll unlock 2 achievements for you, one for beating 5 levels without dying, and another for beating 10 without dying. If for whatever reason you didn't unlock those, you can always replay the levels and finish them without dying. And then after you finish Chapter 1 there, go to the flag to go back, and then head all the way over here and go to Chapter 2 and start up Chapter 2, Level 1. Also, don't forget, since the levels are getting slightly harder here, I recommend going back into the accessibility settings and turning down the game speed. As you can see, I lowered my speed down to 0.50 now, just because these levels are a little bit more annoying. But for the first collectible here on Chapter 2, you'll find that in the top right corner. Make sure you collect that, and then you can drop down, try to land on that block there, and then finish the level. And then this level here is pretty annoying. You can jump on the left wall, and then to avoid the spikes in the middle, don't even jump, just walk off the edge and slowly fall down. And then here you have to use the springs on the ceiling to kind of keep yourself up. And then just bounce on the walls up here, make your way up top. And then we have to ride the 2 lifts across. Can jump across to the left and then jump across to the left again. It's a little bit tricky, but that'll finish the level for you. And then here, just keep bouncing your way all the way up top to the very top. It takes a while, but eventually once we get to the top, we're going to go to the left, and you want to be careful. There's a spike, or a saw blade rather. I'll try to explain it before we get to it. But bounce all the way up here. And then once we get up to the top, again, go to the left. Be careful as you drop down. You want to hug the right side since there is a saw blade on the left. So go to the left, drop down, hug the right side wall, avoid the left since there's a saw blade just down here, and then finish that level there. And then on this level here, you want to let the conveyor belt push you up. That should take you up top. And then on the left side here, be careful as you go up the air vent. You want to kind of stick to the middle and avoid the saw blades on either side. And then just to the right here, you can collect the next collectible. And then again, if you accidentally die, I recommend just restarting the level to wipe away the deaths. And the easier path is actually the path on the right side if you want to finish the level without dying. And then once you finish that one here, this one's a little bit tricky. You have to bounce all the way up top, but the conveyor belts try to push you down, so it's a little bit tricky. And then once you get to the very top here, there's a tricky saw blade, so you have to jump off the left wall and go over it. And then on the next level here, this one's pretty tricky as well. You have to jump through the saw blades. Again, don't forget, if you just do a little tap of A, you can do a short jump. If you hold it, you can do a bigger jump. So jump over these, air vent up, and then collect the checkpoint, jump across the blocks. It's a little bit tricky. And then as you're falling down here, you want to avoid the spikes, or the saw blades rather. I keep calling them spikes. On the left side there is the next collectible. Make sure you pick that up there. And then jump up here, follow the path laid out in front of you. Be careful with that spring. It can boost you up into a saw blade. Jump up here, avoid that saw blade. Continue heading up, avoid this saw blade here. And then that'll be the end of the level. So an easy way to complete this level here is to just drop off on the left side, exactly like I do. If you time it correctly, you should be able to fall all the way down and finish the level there. And then next up, this level is pretty annoying as there's some RNG involved. You want to sprint over to the right, jump up on this pillar, jump over to the right, and then in this section here, there's some moving saw blades. So you have to time it correctly, wall bounce up here, make your way up top, and then come up here. And over on the left side, there is the next and final collectible of Chapter 2. You can break the wall, collect that there. And then as you're falling down the hole on the right side, there's a bunch of different moving saw blades, and it's super, super RNG. So you want to get lucky, and as you're falling down, try not to get caught by one of them moving out of the wall. Grab the flag there, and then just like that, that'll be the end of Chapter 2, and that'll unlock the achievement there for you. Hopefully you were quick enough to at least squeeze 700G out of it. But yeah, that's basically it for the trial version here. You'll have to purchase the full game to get the remaining achievements. You just have to complete 20 levels without dying, finish the rest of the achievements, and unlock all of the collectibles. I'll have a text guide for the collectibles if you're looking for those. Again, you can always chapter select if you ever miss one. They're not too hidden, as you saw during the video. They're basically just little circles. There's maybe one or two hidden ones, but they shouldn't be too hard for you to find. But yeah, that's it. Basically, just want to make a quick video showing you the free 700G and the accessibility settings. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video if the guide was helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. As always, huge shout out to all my awesome Patreon and YouTube members. Special thanks to those in tiers 3 and 2, including Jax Jags, Rock Mono 44, and Eagle 069.